And now it's time to worry a little more.
Oh boy. What more do we have to worry
What if
about?
I told you your PS4 could explode at any second and become completely useless?
Angel, shut up and don't say things.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
Why? No, why would you say
yeah,
that?
no,
man,
we're
I'm
going there.
playing on the PlayStation 4.
We've got a PlayStation 4. I finally got Death Stranding. I'm finally getting time for myself.
Well,
why
so
would you
do
do
I.
this?
I'm telling you this because this is actually old news. This came out like a week or two ago, and my good friends at Tech Radar and The Verge, this came out 25 days ago. I'm honestly surprised this isn't bigger news. Then again, people tend to ignore the things that conveniently don't hurt them. So get this shit. According to our nice folks at Tech Verge, your PS4 console could be rendered completely useless in the future if the internal clock battery dies. You will not be able to play any games on it, whether they are digital or physical. According to a trusted hacker called Lance McDonald, shared an extremely worrying news that consoles will be nothing more than expensive paperweights if your internal system clock dies. Now, here's how this works. It's tied on how the trophies work, and more specifically, how the PS4 uses the console's internal clock to prevent users from manipulating the trophy system. As he explained, trophies on PS4 require the internal system clock, the one that you cannot see or change, by the way, to be correct. So people cannot just change the PS4 time and date to make it look like they got a trophy earlier than they normally did. Unfortunately, and for some reason that defies imagination, if your PS4 clock battery dies, all your games die. If your system clock resets to 0, the only official way to correct it is to connect to the PSN network. Now, that means that, hey, that's fine. That means that as long as the PSN network works, you can get it back to normal. But that means that if Sony decides to deactivate or shut down PSN in the future, your console will be bricked forever, as you will never be able to correct the clock. That means that the life of your PS4 depends on your internet connection. And the day that goes down and you happen to run out of time on your battery, you're fucked. The PS4 CMOS battery is dead, and that means that it renders all PS4 digital files useless without a server connection, which means that even your discs will be useless. You have to essentially, if you have the money, replace your PS4 battery as soon as you can, because that means that CMOS can only have its time fixed by PSN or by hacking it. The fact that it not only fucks up your digital content, it also screws over your physical disc is nothing short of insanity. Apparently, Sony could fix the issue with a simple firmware update, but that is not happening right now. So there you have it. Now, I don't know. I like to believe, by the virtue of the beauty of Occam's razor, that this is not on purpose. I want to believe that they didn't put a specific shutdown mechanism in our PS4 just to fuck with us. But now I don't know what to believe in anymore, because we live in a world where my PS4 is right there, and at any second, if I don't have an internet connection and my internal clock battery dies, that PS4 is useless forever.
Oh, fuck!
So what would you advise all the gamers, all those who own a PS4 to do?
You're fucking kidding me! You dropped this on my fucking lap, man?
Switch to...
Wait, hang on. What did you say, Angel?
Sorry, bro. I had to let you know. Now, apparently, it is not too expensive to replace a PS4 battery. It can be done in pretty much any electric shop. Great, fantastic. So if you want to keep your PS4, when you get the chance to, please make sure to replace the battery. Or just switch to a gaming PC at this point. Because it feels like, as much as it pains me to say it, as much as it pains me to be the master race, if you're a PlayStation fan right now, you are in the worst possible place to be. You are in the... No, I am not. I am a PlayStation fan, and I am suffering greatly here because, dude, I had some very good experiences with the console. And it feels like it gets worse every cycle. First, Xbox is blasted by their anti-consumer policies, which they roll it back. And now Sony is doing everything they can to make themselves the most disliked platform in the entire goddamn world. Nintendo is on the side doing its own thing, and apparently they're just still doing their own thing. Xbox has not released a single game, but they are going out of their way to tell you that they're going to preserve the old games. And meanwhile, we got Sony over here who just pulled a gun, loaded the clip, cocked it back, put it at his foot, and they haven't stopped pulling the trigger for the last 3 months.
Jesus.
All they have to do is drop a patch to fix this crap, by the way.
So let me get this straight. This entire ordeal could be fixed with one firmware update by Sony. They could fix it now if they really wanted to. And we could actually have the PlayStation 4 continue operating like almost like without any end. But at this point, they're choosing not to do anything, or they don't care enough to try.
I think that this needs to be it needs to be known by all PS4 users that this problem is apparent, and if they want to keep their PS4 and if they want to continue playing their games on it or keep using the console for any other reasons, I think they need to reach out to Sony. They need to reach out to the PlayStation Network. I think the more people that address the problem, the more likely chance that they'll respond.
There's one problem with that line of thought, Jose. As Tim Buckley, the dubious creator of Control Alt Delete, had once said, "Fuck pants, we're Sony."
That is pretty much all we're getting. And don't forget, see, normally I would call Juan on being such an extremely bitter take, but he's 100% right, because we have just received pretty much solid proof that Sony doesn't give a shit. Do you have a PlayStation 3? I hope you're not trying to access the shop.
No, I haven't been able to play my PlayStation 3 forever.
Those games are gone now. If you have a PlayStation 3, you cannot use their digital store. So that means that the second the console goes far back enough in the generational gap, they will quite simply forget it and suspend all support. So let me ask you something. What happens when the PlayStation 5 gets big enough that they have to concentrate specifically on supporting it? And they decide they don't give a shit anymore about the PlayStation 4 store.
Oh, man.
They can do it. They can do it. They have done it. We just saw them do it. They shut down the PS3 digital store. Those games are gone. You're never going to find them through that method. And guess what? The physical copies, you ever seen how expensive a Marvel vs. Capcom 2
Yes, I have.
Online?
Yes.
Okay, best case scenario.
They are doing everything they can to justify the piracy they've been fighting this entire time.
Best case scenario that they could try to do is okay, by the time they get around to whatever PlayStation 6 might wind up being, I'm pretty sure that it's just going to be a jet black obelisk and a rune stone that you have to have implanted into the temple of your head in order to access and play with it. I don't know what the fuck they're going to do.
Sacrifice to the elder gods.
Man, you know what? No, that's it. Yeah.
I'm trying to say,
go on.
Best case scenario, they won't do that to the PS4 until after they have rollout for PlayStation 6. Best case.